Hello, ladies. I am just waiting to see if we are going to be able to start live on Facebook, or Facebook is just going to mess me up. And Facebook has been messing me up lately pretty bad. So I think we might have to go to YouTube, because right now Facebook is doing the live video is starting circle, which means that it's not going to start. Usually it doesn't start, but it could. It could happen. Crazier things have happened, but so far it's not going. So let's give it one more minute, and then we'll see if it's going to go. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it's going to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do this meeting on YouTube. So sorry. Please use the YouTube link. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go with YouTube. I don't understand what Facebook is doing. Well, actually, Facebook is basically not playing nice. I mean, when I talked to Curtis last week, I was like, what's the problem? What can I do to fix it? And he said, Facebook just doesn't play nice. And it's just true. It just doesn't. And there's times where I can do it on Facebook and it'll just do it. It's not a problem. There's other times where it absolutely will not work. And I always think it's user error. I always think it's my fault. But what I've learned is that it's not. It's just Facebook. I'm doing the same things and it's not working. So we're going to try to figure this out. Currently, this is the best that I can do. And so I hope that you have all decided to tune in, because I really do want to work with you, train you, and tell you some things that I've been doing in my business that have really gotten me excited. And I want to help you to get you excited about your business too. So I hope that you are tuning in. I hope that you're watching the YouTube live, or maybe you'll watch the replay. All right, so let's go ahead and bow our heads, because I need to, because I'm really stressed right now, to be honest. And so we're going to see if we can make this happen. I'm wondering if I could add, no, I could just see if we could add another one. Maybe it'll do that. I kind of doubt it though. Okay, so let's go ahead and bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for all the opportunities that are before us, all the people that we can bless and we can reach out to. And please give us the confidence and the courage to do just that. In your name we pray, Lord. Amen. All right. So I keep thinking, oh, maybe it'll go on. Maybe it'll go on. But no, it's not. Okay. So hopefully you can switch to YouTube, and then you can comment, and then you can, we can have interaction. I'll see what I can do as far as doing something else, but it's so frustrating, because like I'll say, okay, well, we can't do that. And then it'll work. And so then I get all my hopes up again. So, but it's currently is being really, really tricky. So, all right, so let's go ahead and share the screen, and we're going to say, hello, April. Yay, April is here. I'm super, super excited about it. So we have so many opportunities for the month of April, and I'm really excited to share some of those opportunities with you. And the biggest thing that I think that we really do have is some holidays that are coming up. And of course, I know it doesn't look like spring out there right now, depending on where you are, but at the same time, spring is going to come, and we are going to have, I can put on more light. We are going to have spring clothes, and of course, spring clothes bring spring makeup and all the things. So lots of great things that are coming. So let's go ahead and go through the slides that I put together for you. So first of all, this is our calendar for the month of April. And if you're watching, it looks like one person is watching. So if you are, can you just say hello, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself, because I hate that. Okay, so this is our calendar for the month of April, and we're just going to basically run through it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the calendar, and then This is really fun. Okay, so we did do some Easter gifts. And the thing about Easter gifts, any gifts, Christmas gifts, Mother's Day gifts, all the things, is what we want to do is we want to spark your interest for ways that you can become creative. And one of the things that I love that Abby said last night is a bunch of bunnies. And I thought, that was a really good idea because you could do a couple of different products and do a couple of bunnies. And I thought that would look adorable in a cute little Easter basket that you get from the dollar store, little Easter grass, little Easter candy. So you're not charging over and above what you're putting together. But I highly encourage you to snag some of the pictures that I'm putting on our Facebook group, that you can just snag those pictures, save them in your phone, and just post one a day in your story so that you as a retailer are getting the ideas that you have out there for your customers. This Thursday, we're going to be doing Pretty in Pastels. And the reason why we're doing that is because we always want to do a color look every month on our Thursday night event. And so that's what we're going to be doing this Thursday. We're going to talk about different application tips. We got a lot of great feedback last month from those of you who said that you really liked watching Abby do one and I do another one. And I thought that was really good too, that we could kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing this Thursday. Now, Sunday is our Hydra session. Now, here's the thing with the Hydra session. If you haven't done it, then you need to do it because you cannot sell something that you're not sold on yourself. That's not going to work. Okay. So you want to really get yourself sold on it. And when you do this, I want you to know that we do 5 exfoliating products and we do 4 moisturizing products. And it is like incredible. We're going to do charcoal mask. We do microdermabrasion. We do glycolic peel. We do satin lip scrub. And then we do, Yeah. And then after that, we're going to do the oil. We do eye patches. We do moisture renewing gel mask. And the reason why I love this, and then we also do start with the foaming cleanser, is it's a mixture of a lot of different products, different lines, putting them together, and your skin feels incredible when you're done. And what happens is it gives you some product knowledge because you've tried them all. It gives your clients some product knowledge to show all the different things that we have, and they fall in love with it and they want to buy all of it. I mean, they really do. So from there, they could either book a party or they could give you referrals, or they can sign up to be a consultant. So it's a win-win all the way around with this Hydra session. The only thing that you have to get on is who do you want to share this with? And, the last couple of days on our Voxer message, which if you would like to get the Voxer message daily, you need to download the app Voxer, and then you will and then tell me, and I'll put you on a list and you'll get daily messages from different directors. So I thought it was interesting because Leslie talked about what is her passion for her Mary Kay business. Abby talked about what was her passion for her business. And I think they did that because they just went to a career conference, and at career conference, they really got a taste of just that idea of what is your passion? What is your passion? And so I was listening to both of them, like one right after another. And I learned and made me think, what is your passion? My absolute passion is making women feel good with this product. I love to do it. I absolutely love to do it. Nothing thrills me more than a woman going, my skin feels amazing. That just feeds my soul. I absolutely, positively love it. And so I want to be able to give all women that same feeling. I also, because when I first tried Mary Kay, and when I was first, and I had been to beauty school, like I learned how to cut hair and I learned how to do nails? I don't know. But anyways, I learned how to do hair, but we never talked about skincare. We never talked about color. And so I didn't know how to do any of that. And so as I learned that, and as I was able to experience that with Mary Kay, I was like, this is awesome. And I felt so confident. I felt like I had all the confidence that I always wanted to have, but didn't know where to get it, And so, so I loved it, and I love passing that along. And I love after somebody buys something online, or whether they buy something, from samples, I love it. It feeds my soul that they can feel that pretty. It just makes me so happy. And so I feel like this Hydra session does it better than anything else. I mean, people just absolutely love it. And it's just such a treat for them. And the biggest thing that you've got to wrap your brain around is getting them on it. First of all, you got to do it yourself, because if you do it yourself, you're going to be super excited and you're going to want them to do it too. So that's like one big thing, is if you do it yourself, they're going to want to do it too. And you'll be able to tell them that they want to do it too. The $10 commits them, because if they don't have a commitment to use the sample, they're not going to do it, and you're going to be chasing samples. Believe me, I've done it. And so the $10 commits them to doing it. Now, the other thing that you have to do is you've got to learn how to invite people to these events. And I think the biggest thing that you have to do is you have to ask them, are you available? Now, let's stop and think about it. Are you available next Sunday night at 8:00? Yeah. Why are you available? Because it's Sunday night at 8:00. You're home and you don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, you could do it. Now, sometimes you have people who do have small groups, or they go back to church on Sunday night. Sometimes it's not for them. Sometimes they have family events, that kind of stuff. But predominantly, the reason why we do it on Sunday night is because people are available on Sunday night at 8:00, because they're just going to watch basically TV. They're going to watch a video. So they are available. But so the positive is they're available. The negative is they forget. So what you've got to do is say, we're doing a great event on Sunday night. It's called a Hydra session, and makes your skin feel like glass, because glass is the new word right now. After you're done, do you want me to put you down to be one of my guests? And they say, yeah. So, and then you say, okay, you're going to be doing 9 different products. Your skin's going to feel amazing. You'll even have some leftover products to use later. So the Pamper package for this event is $10. Can you Venmo me that money, or how can you pay for it? If you send the picture's got the $10 right there. So I always send a script, and then I send a picture. Hey, we're doing this great event. It's called a Hydra session. We're doing it this Sunday night at 8:00. Are you available? Okay, so she says yes. Great. Okay, so I just need you to Venmo or PayPal, whatever, $10, and I can get your packet in the mail to you. It's going to come right to your house, all of the products. Great. Okay, so now you've sent it to her, and then you are going to remind her, like on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. And what you're basically doing is sounding a little bit like a bubblehead. You're going to say like, hey, don't forget, Sunday night, you're going to want a bowl of water, and you're going to want to, or be by water, because you're going to wash your face. So you're going to want a washcloth and all that kind of stuff. It's going to last about 45 to 50 minutes, because we've been really getting it down faster now. And then Saturday, say, hey, you know what? I didn't even think about it. You're going to be washing your face. Wash, microdermabrasion, charcoal mask, glycolic. You're going to actually wash your face 4 times. You probably don't need 4 washcloths, but I would say definitely 3, and maybe a dry one, and either be by a sink, or, get a bowl of water. Okay. So I just want to make sure you want to prepare her, because she does not know what she's going to be doing. And the more information you give her, the more comfortable she's going to be. And you don't want her to feel stupid. So you're going to do that. And then on Sunday, you're going to go, hey, can I send you a reminder text at 7:30, just so you don't forget? And she's going to say, yeah, that's it. Okay. And then, but that feels like you're bugging them, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound a little dramatic, like you're bugging them? It does feel like you're bugging them, but believe me, you are not. I promise. Because it's so easy to forget. So you've got to remind her. But this event, I'm telling you, is an amazing event. And she might not even buy everything that night, but she will maybe buy a little bit now, and then like a little bit next month, depending on where she is, if she's already a customer. Okay. So that's a Hydro session. That's going to be Sunday, but you've got to get on it, because it takes a little while for these to get in the mail. Then next Thursday, the 17th, we are going to be doing spring cleaning. And what we do at that event is we talk about how old things are and how long you can use them, because that's very significant. You don't want people using old product. So it's really good to talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Mary Kay replacement and why ours is good. And for anything that she says, okay, I'm throwing out my old one, I'm going to replace it with Mary Kay. She's going to get the Mary Kay replacement at a discount. Okay. So, but it's great information. And this is the thing that I love about the events that we're doing, is we can't tell them everything at one appointment, even if it was a live appointment. When we used to do live appointments, we couldn't tell them everything. We'd forget. So the nice thing about this is it gives them something to watch on Thursday night, just a half an hour, that basically educates them on product. And that's what you want to do. You want to educate them on product. Okay. And that's what Mary Kay has always been. We don't just sell product, we educate them on the benefits so that they want to buy it. Or if they want that benefit, then they choose to buy it. Okay, so that's really significant. And that's what you really want them to do, is just education. These are services we offer, because I feel like if we offer service, we are going to get customers, and you're going to get loyal customers because they know that we want to help them. Last but not least, the last week of the month, we're going to be talking about Mother's Day gift ideas, similar to Easter gift ideas, but I think we're going to kick it up a notch because usually you spend a little more on Mother's Day than you do on Easter. And we're going to be talking about that. I do have a guest night in the works for May, and I'm looking at May 3rd, which is a Saturday. And what I was thinking about doing, and tell me if you would prefer to have a Friday night or 2 on Saturday sessions. Okay. And we're going to be doing a Pamper Mothers, and we can make it even into a Mother-Daughter Day. Okay. So that's just like in the works. Okay. Now, Facebook doesn't always play nice. I told you that. So I've posted all the links, and you might want to share the YouTube links as opposed to sharing the Facebook links. I will always have that posted in. I'm really trying to get Facebook to cooperate, but I do really believe that we need to switch over to YouTube. And so just so you know, what you need in order to make YouTube work for you is you need to download the app. And then when you go to the YouTube link, you will be able to comment. Okay. Now, again, I am trying desperately hard to do it so that it would stream in both. And for a while I had licked, it was doing it, no problem. And then all of a sudden, like right now, it's not. I'm doing this, and it in my Facebook group, it says video is starting, live video is starting, but it's not starting, as you know, because you're watching this on YouTube. So I'm working really hard to do both, but it's not really going well. Sometimes it does, no problem. Sometimes it doesn't. So you want to share both links with your guests, okay? And you can copy and paste these. Okay. Now, the other thing I want you to really do is I really want you to write down our dates for seminar in Charlotte. We are going to be in Charlotte, July 24th through the 27th. And, this is drivable for us, very drivable, and not even, a lot of, what's probably 6, maybe 8 hours. I haven't actually Googled it, but it's not that far. It's drivable. And the biggest cost to go to seminar previously was always, of course, the flight. Well, and of course, it's the frustration of a flight. This is drivable, makes such a difference. Now, you guys, if we could get committed, we could do like an Airbnb. We can get our hotel reservations in the same place. We can Uber back and forth to the convention center. Because Charlotte, the reputation that Charlotte has is that they're very friendly, and they're really working with Mary Kay Cosmetics to help us to go, which is super, super exciting. So I'm excited to go to Charlotte, and I'll tell you the truth. There's no way I would have ever believed that I could have the life that I have if I had not gone to events and seen other women who look like me that did it. And I mean, like, I look way different than I did. I look way different now than I did 2 hours ago when I was watching my grandkids. I was not a makeup girl. I just not a high heel girl. I wasn't, I didn't know how to do any of that. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. And I don't do it. It's not necessarily my style. My style is blue jeans and a t-shirt, not like a t-shirt, like a, Gap t-shirt, but that's like wickedly my style. So this is totally a different gamut for me, but I learned it all because of the mentorship of these Mary Kay people. And I'm so grateful that I did. I didn't change who I was. I just polished it so I was more attractive to people who wanted what I had. And I'm so grateful that I did. I'm so grateful. So I just want you to know that it's not going to always be easy. It's not going to make sense. Your family's going to think you're nuts to go to seminar, but there's no other way that you are going to see how great this company is until you go. You need to see people who look like you, act like you, different sizes, different shapes, different ages, different races, all of them confident, all of them successful. And that's when you're going to realize you can do it too. So mark your calendar for July 24th through 27th. Plan to go. And if you plan to go, your mind will focus on going. You'll just focus. And then before you know it, you will be going. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Also, save the fall advance dates for October 24th and 25th. Now, just so you know, the reason why these are approximately 3 months apart is because every 3 months, you kind of need a shot in the arm. Because let's face it, you're home by yourself, looking at your starter kit or looking at your inventory or looking at your names of people. And you can get really discouraged because you start to count the losses instead of the wins, and you start to not believe in yourself. So you need to go and get infused with belief. I learned that every single time I go. I did not want to go to career conference last weekend. I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to figure out what I was going to wear. I didn't want to figure out my shoes. Shoes kill me because they always hurt my feet. And I have bad feet. I have really bad feet, like really flat, bad feet. Like, when I go to the doctor, they're always like, you have to wear athletic shoes all the time and expensive ones with inserts. And I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen. But I mean, it's really trauma for me to figure out what to wear on my feet. Really, it is. But I didn't want to go. But once you get in the bubble, it makes you believe again. Those are my people. I whined so much before I went. I felt so bad that I texted Kenny and I said, I forgot how much I love this. These are my people. I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I whined. I'm so sorry I whined. He just laughed. He goes, I know. I'm used to it. But I'm telling you, you want to go. So save the date. This one is in Columbus. And don't tell me I'm going to go to fall advance, so I'm not going to go to seminar. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that, because my experience has shown me that when people say that, they don't. You go to the next one, which is seminar. Okay. And seminar will motivate you to go to fall advance. Okay. Now, these are the opportunities that you have right now in front of you to sell for gifts. Now, the reason why I say that is because you want to sell a little bit for everything. I mean, because sometimes somebody will buy something, they'll see an Easter gift from you, and then that opens the door for you to show them something else. Like they'll see the Easter basket, they'll buy an Easter basket, or they'll buy a charcoal mask with a headband on her or something like that. And then that gives you an opportunity to ask her if she wants some samples or something else. Has she tried this? Have you tried that? That kind of thing. You want to open the door, and that's exactly what it does. Not to mention the recipient of the gift also has the door opened to maybe try something else. So mark these things down in your calendar and stop and think about them. If you were buying something for Easter, if you were buying something for your secretary, if you were buying something for your child's teacher, what would you buy and how much would you spend? Those are the kind of things that you want to think about, because that's what's going to give you a perspective of what you want to put together for your Mary Kay gift service. Now, do you love this? So we have 3 days. So when you book 10 by the 10th, you are going to get these, an earnest set of the fuzzy headbands. I think these are absolutely adorable. Now, why do I tell you that? The reason why I tell you that is because we have no quotas. We have no deadlines. So you have to work from self-imposed deadlines. Now, this can be 10 facials. It could be 10 parties. It could be 10 whatever, getting the product in somebody's face. Okay. I am going to go live in our Facebook group right after this, just straight in. You don't usually do that because I don't have the benefit of my slides, but I'm going to go live in my Facebook group and talk to you a little bit about booking people for trials, which is another great way for you to build your clientele. But when you book 10 by the 10th of the month, then you can relax the rest of the month and you could book 10 people on all the events that we have. Mm-hmm. That's a perfect way to book 10. Okay. Now, why do I say book 10? Because if you book 10, 5 are going to hold. That's just the nature of the beast. Okay. So give yourself self-imposed deadlines and use that when you're talking to people. Hey, my goal is to do 10 appointments this week. And I would love for you to be one of my 10. Is there any reason why you couldn't help me out and be one of my 10? That's the kind of conversation you want to have. These are your prices. And the reason why I do these early in the month, so that if you earn your brush cleaning mat when you're 300 wholesale in by the 15th, is so again, an early in the month deadline, so that when you hit that, you are on target to earn your power up prize for Mary Kay, which is adorable. You believe that? That's a cooler. Isn't that so cute? So, and then of course, your brush holder, perfect. Perfect. These are little things that are designed to complement each other and to be fun. And every time you look at it, you think to yourself, I want it. So you want to front load your month. Don't rush till the end. Front load your month. Work hard in the beginning of the month so you can, so that if you miss, you've still got some months left to make it happen. And then these are your end of the months. And I thought these were super cute. Silly but fun bee mules. Great organizer for your bathroom, and that adorable trunk storage box. So what you're doing is you're focusing on the long game here, okay? And then remember that you have, what was I going to say? That we still have the $20 startup for the month of April. I was super excited to see them extend that. Okay. So this will be so fun for you to pin on your jacket, on your red jacket, for earn a Bumblebee pin for every new team member that you sponsor in the month of April. Now, these are our Star Consultant prizes, and this ends June 15th. Now, you can either take a prize like this, or you could take gift cards. And if you are Star Consultant and you haven't used your gift card, so you haven't cashed in your Star prize and they've been stacking up, mine have really been stacking up. Actually, I'm cashing in $2,000 in Visa gift cards because they've just been really stacking up now for a long time. Because I when they switched from prizes to this, I kind of got confused. But if you want some help with that, please let me know, because you can either take one of these fun prizes, or you can take Visa cards, or you could take Amazon gift cards, or a bunch of other gift cards, and you can treat your family to dinner. Something fun that makes you feel like a winner is what you want to do. Okay, now I believe, let's see, I'm going to stop sharing that. Okay, let me see where we are. Okay, perfect. Well, not really perfect, but okay. All right, now, the next thing I want to talk to you a little bit about, and I think I'm kind of afraid to do it here because I'm so afraid that you're not going to watch it. So I'm going to go live in our Facebook group and just see if I can make that happen. And so we're going to end here because those are all of the announcements that I have for you. But I do want to talk to you real quickly again about our events. I really want these events to work for you, these Thursday night events, and then the Hydra session once a month. But it's not going to work for you unless you create a strategy. The strategy is this: get out a spiral notebook, maybe take and do like a half a page for each event, because there's 4 Thursdays, and then another page for the Hydra session. And I want you to write down the people that you want to come. If life was perfect and that you knew they would come, who do you think would enjoy the pastel night? Who do you think would enjoy the trash it night? They're going to get products at a discount when they throw away their current product and replace it with Mary Kay. Who do you think is going to enjoy Mother's Day gifts? Okay, so just write that down. And then also you could say, my goal is to beat my director by having 5 guests. Is there any way, are you busy on Thursday? Can you watch this event that we do from 8:30 to 9? That's it. That's all there is to it. Can I send you the link? Are you available? Can you watch? That's what you want to say. Can you come? Just like if you were going to pick them up and bring them to my house for a makeover. Can you come to my director's house? She's doing a guest event. Are you available on Thursday night at 8:30? That's what you're asking them. Great. Can I send you the link? Great. Okay. And then, a little reminder, hey, don't forget, we're going to be on at 8:30. That's what you've got to do to make that work. That's what you want to do. And you want to do it because the more they see that we have everything they're looking for, the more they see that we not only sell product, but we educate them on the product that they're buying. The more they see that we want to take care of them and they get the concept of the customer service and that we're knowledgeable, that we're going to follow up, that we're going to make sure they like it, that we have 100% satisfaction guarantee, the more they're going to think of you when they need skincare, when they need color, and when they need gifts. But you've got to plant those seeds and water them to change their mind. Okay. You want them to think about you when it comes to anything that they need, not just gifts. Like if we were selling, there's lots of direct sales things out there you could sell, but none of them go down the drain every day and none of them need a personal consultation. right? We give you a personal consultation on your skincare and your color. And we also can do gifts on the side. I hope that you find that helpful. And I hope that you make these events work for you. Okay, I'm going to end now. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'm going to go live on our Facebook group and talk to you about another tip that I've been learning that I really love. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.